today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the 6 major thyroid patterns, and this is of primary pituitary to secondary hypothyroid. So the hypothyroidism, the low thyroid, is being caused from a pituitary problem, not from a thyroid problem. So if you remember that the pituitary produces its hormones to talk to the thyroid via TSH, and then the pituitary but is also controlling the adrenal glands that sit above the kidney, helping regulate stress responses. And then you have the pituitary also influencing hormones for females, and particularly this pattern occurs in females. So the first reason is there's too much stress going on. The stress hormones circulating in the system will tend to feed back to the pituitary, telling it to shut off. So as a result of these influencing the pituitary, the thyroid hormones can actually become a problem, their production. The secondary reason, or second reason, could be that either postpartum or during pregnancy, when there's surges of estrogen in the system, the estrogen will also feed back to the pituitary, telling it to shut its production down and influencing not only the female side, but start influencing the thyroid hormones. The third reason could be too many medications of thyroid. There's too much circulating hormones in the system, can feed back due to the medication use back to the pituitary, telling it to shut off. And the last reason is due to the condition of Hashimoto's, which is the autoimmune condition, and I have other posts discussing this. The autoimmune condition being the primary. If a person has the autoimmune condition called Hashimoto's, then the primary reason is the immune system and not the thyroid. So as a result, they'll treat the person with the medications. That's what mainstream medicine does. Regardless if you have Hashimoto's or not, their main focus is not on the immune system, but on the thyroid gland itself. So as a result, again, overwhelming the system with hormones that can eventually cause thyroid resistance. Thyroid resistance being there are enough hormones, but because there's so many of them, the receptors to thyroid hormone on all your cells start not listening. They start not to listen to the thyroid hormone, so as a result, things start to shut down. So the pattern you're going to see on your blood work is that when you're looking at TSH and T4, they'll both tend to be low. And if you want to know what the functional lab ranges are for that, you can look at that post that I have up on my websites and on YouTube. You can look to see that the TSH is going to be below 1.8 and the T4 is going to be below 6 in general. So if that's what your numbers look like, you could be experiencing this major pattern of a primary pituitary causing the hypothyroidism as a secondary factor. So this is one of the 6 major patterns, and it's something that needs to be investigated. You need to find a doctor who understands these things so that they can get to the bottom of the cause of your problem and get you feeling better. So I'd like to thank you for watching, and make it a great day.